What's up, everybody? Here for episode 2 of the shop expansion product. I'll be showing you the backyard a little bit. The forms are all done for the stem walls and the foundation border. As you see behind me, there is a concrete pump truck. We're just waiting for the actual mixer to come and drop off the concrete, and that's what they're going to pour into the foundation. So last few days they've been doing the forms, putting the rebar in. They had to do grounding, so what's nice is when you pour a new foundation, rather than doing kind of your standard brass grounding rods for the building, they can actually put grounding rods into the foundation, so it creates actually 2 of them, so it creates a really stable grounding for electrical. So that was kind of a delay of 1 day, but then after that we're putting in the stem walls today. Tomorrow they'll put in the foam insulation on those walls, and then on Monday we're going to be putting in gravel. They're actually going to run the gravel train through the shop. They're going to cut a hole in the back of the shop so that they can run conveyor belts through and put the infill gravel straight through. So you saw the videos of the pour in progress. It's interesting. The pouring takes a fraction of the time as the setup, like woodworking. Most of the time making jigs and getting the cuts ready, and then the cut takes 2 seconds. Anyway, pouring's done on the side walls right now, and the additional half wall over here. This will cure up overnight, and then tomorrow I'll come in, take the forms off, start laying out this foam here, the insulation, and start getting things ready for probably going to move this pile of extra material that was taken out from right here. This concrete, they removed out this square pad of concrete. That's going to get poured flush when they do the top as well. And then we'll start doing infill. So they're going to bring probably some of that pile of dirt in there to fill in on the sides, and then it's going to be a ton of gravel to fill this in for drainage, for support. Going to tamp that all down. So that'll start tomorrow. And then the gravel will come on Monday, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Let me flip you around and show you some of the details here. So this is the stem walls or side walls. Obviously the foundation footing comes up. This line that it's poured to here is the level just above the shop floor itself. You actually see over there, that's the existing shop floor level. That's going to be basically the outer wall of this building. They're going to come in and we'll cut this roof off, and then it'll join up, and then the roof will get extended into the new building. They're going to fill this in with infill as well. This will be a level flat pad that basically extends. This is going to extend it, and we're doing stair treads that'll come out around here. So this will all be filled in, but it looks really good. It's going to just cure up overnight. All the rebar here, you can see these tall posts like that one right there. And there's another one around here somewhere. Those are the grounding stakes. Those go actually deep into the ground. That'll ground out the foundation. So right now just being supported, curing up here in the beautiful sun, and looking good. So see you in 24 hours or so when they start taking off the forms, and we get to see a look at what the actual walls of the foundation look like for the new shop. So here we are 24 hours later. They've spent the day taking off all the forms, grinding down some of the rebar, but now our stable rebar on the top here looks great. This will be for the final surface of the actual shop floor itself. You can see over there, move my finger around, that's the actual shop level floor. The floor will sit on top of that, and then obviously our floor will go in here. It is looking really, really nice. They went through and, as you can see, put in the angular foam on the outside. So now we're about ready for infill. You can see we've put back most all of these giant extra concrete from the paths and the extra stuff that was removed here. So we'll be pouring in gravel and Stutch on Monday. So Monday I'll show you in the shop. We're gonna actually run the gravel train through the shop, out this wall right here, and then we'll be dumping gravel in and moving it around and compacting that. So looking forward to seeing that done on Monday. And then we're just a few steps away. Once the gravel is laid, we'll be putting foam on top and getting ready and scheduled for the final pour, which should be, I believe, this pour, which will go also over here. They'll be doing a form for this extension of the patio, kind of outdoor kitchen area is what that will be. And then I'm not sure what the plan is. We'll be doing some stair treads, but really looking clean. Nice to see some fresh concrete out here and get an idea of the actual shape of the shop. Happy Monday, everybody. It's been a weekend since our last update with the foam here. As you can see, we started moving some stuff in. They've taken all the rest of the big rocks. They're now in here as infill. Got a little hand cart and a tamper. And the biggest thing is that. So this morning got up and met contractor Josh and his crew here. And we cleared out everything in the shop. Or not everything. We moved everything to the side. So here are my stuff all against the wall. You can see behind me, we've got conveyor system here. So rather than taking 1 million trips to go around the side of the house with the Kubota excavator right there, you can see, here's my porta potty. I made a joke that it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house now. Anyway, we set up these conveyors so we can bring in a load of gravel and just start loading it in there. Take the conveyors here through the shop, and then we cut a small hole in the back of the shop right there, and we'll just run it out, dump it out into a big pile, then we can start moving it and getting all of the gravel laid down. Alrighty, here, update after 2 days of gravel, filled up considerably. We're almost here at the level in the middle. We need 6 inches, so it's a 2-inch piece of foam, and then a 4-inch pour, or is it 8 inches? No, that's right, 6 inches. 2-inch piece of foam and a 4-inch pour. They're gonna just put a center seam line down the middle for leveling back and forth. Other than that, there won't be any form, and then they're gonna pour this in. We're scheduled for Friday right now. It is Tuesday evening, so they have probably another few hours tomorrow morning to get the rest of the gravel in. Probably 2 to 3 truckloads left, and then we'll be at about 6 inches over to the top of the whole thing, and we'll be ready for our setting everything up for concrete on Friday. Alrighty, well, shop is now back to empty. We've got a door, and the gravel is now done and out. So gravel's all in. They actually filled in this area here, so this will get poured on Friday. They're going to seal that up. It'll go to right there. Here's a new drain. So the drain runs here. This is for this existing. They're going to cap this off and get rid of this part of the roof, actually. So that's the drain right there. And then also everything's level now. You can see the more or less the level of the floor. It'll be a 4-inch pour, so it'll go right to the border here of this top. But underneath here, all gravel all the way up to grade, even with the floor of the shop. And then we've got, I guess, 9 mil vapor barrier, and then this foam, which will help insulate the floor, provide a little more efficiency for the shop, as well as since it's going to be a conditioned space. But looking good. This will chill tomorrow. They're going to start putting in center form, and then any forms for over here that we need to lock everything together, and everything's going to look really, really great. So I will check in once the pour is done. We got a dog. So it's raining right now, but we are rebarred up. That stage is done. Gravel's obviously done. As I mentioned, all the foam is in. Guys came out this morning to rebar for the form. They're going to pour tomorrow morning. We're also going to do this area. This will be like the outdoor kitchen kind of thing, build out later. We're going to be sloped down to meet this pathway. There'll be a step here, and then kind of a half step there. And then this obviously will come up to the board. So that's what I'll leave you in this video. Pour's happening tomorrow. In the next series, pick up with the pour and kind of give you an idea of what my plans are to set up the shop, how we're going to orient some things, at least initially, just based on the floor plan and some ideas. And then keep going as we start to put together framing and it starts to come together into an actual building. But coming along.